So I just how many days like so that
Good morning. My topic is organizing and planning events. Um, so, I'll start with events planning. Okay. So events is based on managing projects such as meeting, conversation, trade fairs, team building, parties or convention. So basically, like any event, events just managing any program, right? Like events and management, manage and plan any program from the beginning to the end. From the moment we start, like we want to define how to organize an event. From that moment to the very end, when we collect feedback from every person that attended the event and everything. So it includes budgeting, establishing timeline, selecting and preserving the event dates, keynote, arrangement, facility, managing risks, and development contingency plans. So there are 8 recipes for managing and creating a successful event. First is project. Okay. So the project contains the whole event. But okay, what do you want the event to be about? And you have the people involved, the sponsors, your people under your team, volunteers, people going to attend, and basically everybody that you need for the event. Then the prize. This price comes under budgeting. So like when you want to talk about transport, your feeding, like you try to get certain equipment ready for the event. So everything comes under price. Then the plan. This is where the event planning comes in. What do you want to do first? How do you want to arrange your program? And then how everything is going to be like. What do you want to do? Planning your team. When do you want your work to be ready? What's your timeline and everything? Then the place, talk about the venue of the event you are having. Right. Then promotion. Promotion is like marketing your event. You're making people informed about your event, making people to know about your event and everything like that. Then partners are your sponsors, people like partner with you and making events a reality. And performance. So these 8 things are like the main things you need to consider when planning an event. And the first thing in planning an event, you need to develop the event goals and objectives. Right? So the very first step is to establish tangible goals and objectives. For example, when you are organizing this event, you want to know what you hope to achieve at the end of the event. Alright. So the first thing that comes to mind is I want to plan an event and I want maybe like a bit of for a particular programming language, maybe for Python now. You can just like I want to have a bit of for Python and I want people that people that already know Python, I want them to send other people to get people engaged, right? So you need to go to name people for your event. Then you set a key for the event. What do you want to call the event? Testing, catchy, reliable, and they trigger an emotional response. Right? And your event should be out 60 days before the event. You need to know the aim of the event. You need to create a standard event checklist. Alright, because we have the standard event checklist already. So to know so this comes when you are defining your goals and your objectives for the event. Okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to have in place? You need to pick a date and a venue. You need to choose an event planning tool. Right. There are several event planning tools you can work with. You can work with Eventbrite or Event Mode or social pages. Okay, these 3 are like very important and most common event management tools we have here. Then next is setting goals. Now there are several questions you need to ask yourself when you are setting goals for your event. You need to ask what type of tech event is it. So there are different types of tech events. We have hackathon, we have meetups. So what type of tech event is it? Will it be a one-day event or multiple days? There are some events that run for 3 days. There are some that can just run for one day. Right. Then the event, you have to pay tickets. Is it an event that people have to pay for, or is it a free event? So you have to consider this. Then will you have sponsors for the events? So does the event require you like sorry, does the event require you like maybe like getting sponsors to manage some certain things? And who are you targeting? Who are you target audience for the event? And what's your scale and size of the event? Then you need to know what are the activities you must have in place. Right? If you know the type of event, you need to know okay, what I think I have to take for this event to hold and how many participants, how many people they expect to be in this event. Mm. Next is after you define your thing, your goals and your objectives, you need to organize a team, alright, to carry out this event. You need staff for front end and you need staff for back end also. So the front end people are the ones that directly deal with the attendance, the attendees. Sorry. Then for back end, they focus on general logistics of the event. And they also have a planning team. Right. Planning team, they focus on conference venue, the accommodation and activities. The administration team focus on budgeting, attendee registration and ticket sales. There's also a marketing team also to help promote your events. So they focus on contacting the media, managing your social media websites, building blogs and websites for events. Then you have sponsorship team. These are people that go out look for sponsors and people that help manage particular events. So they secure sponsors, they apply for grant and fundraising. Then you also have volunteers that help with all on-site activities and delays and ticket scanning, help with keeping track of the guest needs and managing the workload. So basically, these are the several things. These are the things you need. Alright. So actually, you can't actually do the whole event plan on your own because there are several activities you need. So after defining your goals and your objectives, you need to get people, alright, that can actually help you with this. Then next is run your events. After you define your goals, you have people in charge. So you need to get people that will help run your event. So if you want your event to stand out, you need to choose a timely and compelling theme that sets you apart from the competition. This means that you need to come up with a dynamic overall theme and you need to take great care with the actual name. Alright, now you need to design your logo here, you need to come up with a poster, alright, something that will help people with this particular event. You can use several graphic design tools like Canva, charts to design your logo poster, and this should be done like 50 days. Okay. Next is you identify and establish partnership and sponsor. So this is actually a work under the partnership team. So if you are financing the conference on your own, then you don't need to look for external source of revenue. You don't need to like, but if the event is actually like it depends on the scale of the event. It's actually a really big event. Then you need people from outside to sponsor the particular event. So it starts by finding sponsor that funds similar events, right? So if you are in a tech event, or like maybe a hackathon or something, so you look for around the environment, look for sponsors that have actually sponsored people that have actually funded similar events, alright. So that's the first people you go to see to let know that okay, this person maybe last year or last 2 years they actually sponsored a particular event. So you look for those people and you go to them. Then you see corporate sponsors, then partner with community organization who might be able to offer a venue or assistance, or you can also partner with community organization in order to get sponsored. And next is to establish a budget. Having a budget will also help you to set the price for participating in the conference. So there are several things that should be in your budget, several things you need to set budget for. The venue, the accommodation, transportation cost, catering cost, like so that say that one refreshment and everything they event. The speaker fee, some speaker when you come, you can't just like invite them. Most of them you actually like give them something when they are going. Like it may not actually be money, maybe like a food or something like snacks for lunch. Then the activities, the marketing, okay, how much will it cost you to actually get this your event out? Then the team members, those are the team members, they actually need to pay them, alright, just a form of compensation, like okay, they do this and do this, then miscellaneous. These are like the basic things you need when that should be in your budget, alright, when you are creating an event. Next is to create a publicity plan. Alright. By this time, you already know your target audience. So so just like marketing it out, you already designed your logo, you've done your poster and everything. So you know your target audience. So you can push the event out event by Facebook, Instagram or Twitter. Right. Even with the most compelling and amazing entertainment lineup, you need publicity to get people on the door. Event promotion starts with the initial notice or page on your website, or you can put the can talk about the event on your website, on the blog, note in your newsletter or emails to save the dates and then to build online and offline publicity. Then that's why like many people now they use social media for advertising the event. So this is digital marketing avenue. Right, so I'm talking about Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So for depends on the target audience you're expecting. If you are targeting people with 18 to 49, it's advisable to use Facebook more often to actually um, market your event. So you can maybe join and post in groups relevant to your event theme. You use visuals to make your post appealing to others. So depending on target audience, it's actually advisable to like publish or put your event on um, this social media platform. But you want to be more active, depending on your target audience. The people you are trying to focus on. For Twitter, it's like from age 18 to mid 80s. And for Instagram, your target audience should be 18 to 32. So you should have a mindset of the people you're expecting. So with this, like I use any of the social media platforms and try to market your event. The next is selling tickets. Right? So these are for events that require you to sell tickets. Right? When after you already kept the stuff out there, you actually actually publish it. You need to actually sell tickets. So now there are different techniques selling tickets. Just don't come and just randomly sell tickets. Okay. Selling tickets actually a use of it's actually a source of revenue for the event you are having. So you can actually create special tickets, right? You can actually do last minute tickets. So special tickets are like for VIP for speakers. So these tickets are like more expensive. No, if you have a event, I tell you that maybe for VIP pay 5,000, VIP pay 8,000, as well and so forth. So you can use this actually for particular event you're having. Then last bet ticket, there are several tickets like after the whole sale, the ticket you keep aside because you might not actually get which target audience you actually want. So in this case, you might be like, okay, this ticket, maybe the ticket day for closing the for ticket goes on the 20th. So I see people actually come and tell you that okay, they want to attend your event and something like that, and maybe on 22nd. So you can actually sell the same ticket, but maybe you put it at a higher price. Then, then and the rules secret for ticket selling is you give free tickets. Actually, not everybody, but um, next is to attend that together. So this is where you create the program for the event. You line up your speakers, you reserve an hour for break, you arrange catering and other vendors. So now, you line up your speakers, you need to consider what this can do. Some speakers require special requirements. They say that like they want this and this to be done when they are presenting. Some speakers tell you that those just yeah, many of them have several requirements, special so that you have to put that into consideration when lining up your speakers. You need to consider the conversation, you need to consider speaker's presentation, right? Like if it's a like you need to speaker slide and everything, you actually get the slide and put it together, create a program and everything. And also in your program, like you should also have room for like interaction and question and answer. And for final question, to call your vendors to double check on the equipment, facing and sponsors, check in with venue owners and management, confirm details and time, everything is ready. So basically, all these are just steps you need to take, like maybe like 3 days to the event, to ensure that everything is in place. You need to test all your equipment as it arrives at the them for guests to check in, create a final schedule hangout, prepare swag board with vendor material, set up a volunteer management system to track shifts and responsibility if you are bringing an extra help. Okay. Next is you determine your evaluation process. So after the whole event, okay, maybe in case you are this is the first event you are running and need to run like several more, like third corner we're having it's actually having the first one onto a second of March and you want it to be a continuous event. So maybe after the first one, you actually get feedback from everybody that attended, from your team members and maybe the speaker like, okay, how exactly did this go? When you set up your initial event and event goals and objectives, you should also consider how you evaluate the event to determine your success. Right? So either you right, you can determine your success either by knowing number of people that registered, or you can determine yourself by knowing the overall success of the program. Then to get feedback from your attendance. And there are other things to consider when planning and things. You can create a registration platform if you want to register. You should give virtual time for networking. You should know your audience. Promote your event or conference, take care of on-site planning, like things that happen on site, collect feedback, follow up after the conference, and you should also like a report for the event. Then, in summary, there are several skills in. So these are just things that should be very well. Person planning the event planner should have several skills, or there are several skills the event planner should have also to make this whole thing a successful event. My one is flexibility. It should be flexible. You should know how to handle things like because it's an event, things can just come up, things that you may never plan for can just come. So you have to be flexible and know how to manage your time and friendly with everybody, friendly with your team members and everybody that comes. You also be a visual planner and pay attention to details. Every single details you get, try to pay attention to them. Should be innovation driven, should be a good listener, should be budget conscious, and should also be organized. And lastly, there's no plan to complete without a post event thank you, sponsors acknowledgement, and articles about the event, messages of funding. One way to success. So this one just tell us that after the whole event, you should actually like say thank you to everybody that came, and you can call your speakers, thank your sponsors, and everybody that was around for the event. Like please be there for success. So, any questions?
Yeah. I have to how can you balance how can you actually are there any I mean because of the brand when you come across starting this off and I know that you can have people who start to find out on that. Right? I know of things that just come on well, that's my
Yes, definitely there are strategies. So like now you say like maybe like first contact to come and then maybe you end up to like 120. So basically you should be goal oriented. If in your if in your definition of goal you actually put a particular if you actually set a particular goal, alright, you should actually like always aim to achieve that goal. And in situation whereby still doesn't happen as planned. Then like okay, maybe something's meant to be up by 9 o'clock, right? And it's 9:30. That particular thing is not up. So actually have backup plan. Basically, have backup plan and that's actually like to call everybody like a day or two before the event to ensure that everything is actually in place. Or like maybe people bringing food or people setting up the equipment, everything. They actually like call, keep on following them, or like follow up them to particularly of the like
What is it? You think it's technical? If I'm start at 9, for instance, I say it's starting at 8.
so it's because like the people you actually doing to be well. If you tell them that the starting like 9, right, and then you start 8, 9:30, you are actually ethical. So you should have backup plans. Like in case something doesn't happen, and maybe you should apologize to them.
Okay, thank you. Second question. If let's look at two events, the key event and the free event. I know that there are some factors that will influence events free and it's but let's say that the event can be free and it's paid. If I'm not giving certificates, but I'm giving food, maybe I'm giving refreshment and I'm giving value. Let's say the value is something that can be paid, right? And I can also give it food. So are there factors that can be considered before you use the free or free?
Depends on the value you are giving. If you believe that the value you are actually giving out to people is actually worth it, then you should actually ask, not actually make a pay with for the event. So I don't think there are any factors. There are any factors you should consider, but depending on the value, you yourself, what the value you are giving out to people. Because you are doing that, this thing are not just to be and get anywhere, or I think that can actually change their life and whatever thing they do with events. So I think that it should be a paid event. So it depends on the weight of the value you are giving out to people. Any other question?
So, public sensation, I think this covers the management process. Is this going to somewhere for reference?
Sorry? Like,
Is this document or presentation, is it going to have event manager? Is it going to, but I think this covers everything.
I'll request for it from
Because I noticed that most of you that are planning events were busy on their phone. Because you won't, because of how much is the job won't make for. And besides, because I know those on their phone, and this was the job that covered everything about the event manager. So, event manager,
to archive it.
I carry this, but they will need it.
Yes. It was a very big one. Very much. So just everybody have
Yes, definitely.
so thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.